Hey guys, Brent Shores here with an AccuCall, and I kind of wanted to do a breakout video of my new 2022 season that we're going to be the products that are going to be backing me this year, um, and throw their support my way, which I'm very grateful for. I don't know how else to put it, but I wanted to kind of go over some of the product lines that is this year in 2022, as you can see here, will be supporting me out there on the trail. We have Safe and Easy Boat Cleaner, we have Frenzy Nails, we have Kickin' Bass Scents, Bill Lewis Lures, Maruto Hooks, and Mud Puppy Baits. If you can see, now I'll probably be backwards. I'm not going to invert the video, but you'll get an idea what I'm talking about. So we'll start at the very bottom of the list on the shirt, not the list, but the shirt. Talk about my friend at Mud Puppy Baits. Great product line for a great, he makes a great ringworm. And another one called a brush monkey. Now I have those with me. I'm out right now. He's gonna have to make me some. You hear me, Robin? So, Mud Puppy Baits is he's a guy that's based out of Richmond, Virginia, and he makes products really great for the East Coast fisheries, especially the James River and a lot of those North and South Carolina lakes, and on up into New York, and on down into Florida. He makes these nice ringworms and this brush monkey. Now, I got to say these are things you need to have in your, I think you could call your bait inventory. He's a good guy. He's doing this full time now, and Robin's a friend of mine, and I love supporting his products because he's always taking care of me. And you can see some videos in the past on my fishing the James River, me using his product, him using his products, and you can meet Robin as well. And now number two, which would be Maruto Hooks. Now, Maruto has been in business for a long time, and they're a Japanese-made hook. And as you can see right here, okay, this is their Bass Advantage series, and this is their drop shots. Okay, now I use these for the first time this year, learning the product, understanding the product, and I feel this is a very genuine product. I can't stress enough about it. I think if you're having problems maybe with an existing or finding inventory, or having some issues of getting a product, I suggest taking a look at Maruto Hooks. Maruto Hooks, they make a very nice sharp hook, and I mean sharp. And I'll give you an example. Now, I was using this on an eco rig. Now, this is the size 1. This is the biggest drop shot hook. They have other sizes. They have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, granted, I can't make myself go that small, but personally, I'm a 1 and a 2 size drop shot hook guy. So I was using it on an eco rig, rigging with the Frenzy saddle, and I'd poke through, and so I would snag rocks or trees, and it would roll the tip, and I'm like, what the heck? I mean, because it was so sharp. I mean, I had it cut my finger, and grabbing a spot, and the hook was sticking out his mouth and just nailed me. I was like, I wasn't ready for it, and so I had to tape it for the day because I was bleeding. So, but saying that, the Maruto Hooks has all the sizes. So anyways, I rolled the tip, and I reached over there, and I fixed the tip. I popped the bent part off of the tip, and I took a little sharpener, and I filed it again, and I used that same hook and never lost a fish that took the bait. And I have to say, I'm very impressed. I'm very confident in this product line. I'm going to be using it all year. I guarantee it. If you guys run into me on the water and I have some samples on me, I'll be more than honored to give you a sample. But other than that, I have to talk about Maruto. That is a new sponsor that I have for 2022. Very thankful that they came on board and with their product line. And I think if you guys want to give them a go, you will not be disappointed. I promise you. All right, another one would be Kickin' Bass. Now, he's another friend of mine. He's based out of Texas. And Kickin' Bass is a scent that I use. Now, I use 2 scents. I think when we're fishing tournaments, and you know, granted, Kickin' Bass is a sponsor, and I get what I need from them. But I have 2 friends. I have 2 friends that has scent lines that they sell, and I'm going to recommend this to everybody. I think you should have them both. I use them both, and I think it's because of applications of environment. Wherever I go to a certain fishery, I need something, because this is a liquid form and this is a paste form. Now, Cory Weaver is called Fish Sauce. They're based up out of, I think it's Indiana. And then you have Kickin' Bass, which is based out of Texas. You have 2 styles of scents here, okay? I use them both. Like, I'll take my worms, like I get from Mud Puppy Baits, for example, and I'll pour 4 or 5, a dozen drops sometimes, and I'll saturate it through the bag that I'm using for the tournament. It's awesome. It's awesome. Now, when it comes to a jig, or you need a trailer bait, something that you're going to grind the bottom with another product, I would recommend their paste by Fish Sauce. They're both, this one's called Black Magic, which is, I think it's their #1 selling color, if I remember right. And I would recommend that everybody have both of these product lines in their boat. You have Fish Sauce and Kickin' Bass. And take a look. Try it, guys. I have to recommend them both because they're both friends of mine. At the same time, they both make a great product. So I always use 2 scents. I have a variety in the boat, and I'm almost out of that Black Magic. Hint, hint, Cory. So we'll go from there. But that is something I would recommend. It's bait applicatable. I use the thicker stuff to put it on baits that I may be punching, and I use them both for that. Don't get me wrong, but it's all about environment. What I think would be the best, and because you have with Kickin' Bass, you have, you know, the oils. Now, when I was on the Columbia River, he gave me a new product called Goby. I mean, not the Columbia. I'm sorry, on the St. Lawrence River, Kickin' Bass gave me a new product of Goby. Now, I used that on everything when I was there. So like in the northern lakes, this Goby scent was solid. And then when I get down in the southern lakes and Midwest, I use garlics, anise shad, Java, this Black Magic by Mr. Sauce, Fish Sauce. And I use those both. It's like I said, it's all about your environment that you're fishing. Scents do help. And they hang on to an extra second. That could be the difference between you hooking it or not. So, other than that, there we are with the scents that are with me on board on the 2022 season. And then now, I'm going to move over to Frenzy Bait. Now, Greg Gutierrez, Double G, in California, he makes a thing called a Frenzy Nail. Okay? Great for shaky head. I'm telling you, it's got a heavy wire hook. It's designed to get that worm, that bait, in heavy cover. And if you're using 20 braid, whatever, you're not going to straighten that hook out. You're not going to bend it. They have other things such as their whack-a-sacks, which is more of a finesse thing. And I use that a lot with the Mud Puppy baits back in Virginia because you're on mud and the weight sits here and the hook sits on top of the weight and it floats. It's a floating weight. But the hook will come out at the bottom. And I don't have any whack-a-sacks on me because I usually get them when I go back east. I ran out on my last tournament when I was there earlier in 2021. And but you throw it out there and you can just literally, it'll glide on the mud. It just glides. So if you're on a clay bank, you fish a lot of clay for spots or mud for largemouth, you know, it's a great bait because you put your lure on here and your lure will float up where the weight will hold it right on the bottom, and then it won't dig. It won't dig. It just kind of like just surfs on the top of it, skims the mud. which keeps your bait up, and the fish grab the bait, and it's good. It's a good tactic, and it works. And also their saddles and O-rings. I'm a fan of their saddles more than I am the O-rings, but because I can place my hook in multiple situations on a saddle. Plus I have 2 points of grab on my worms. I have various sizes of saddles, and but on a Cinco, whoo, it works. So those are what I use from Frenzy Baits. Check them out, guys, because Greg Gutierrez works really hard on this stuff, and he's really designed these baits, these tactics for the nail, the Frenzy nail it's called again, so you don't get confused. It is like a shaky head type setup, and it comes in multiple colors. And their saddles, which is the Frenzy Wacky saddle, and take a look at their stuff. I don't think you'll be disappointed in that either, because I use it a lot, so it's always there for me to have, and I'm really thankful for Double G being a part of that. And then I have Safe and Easy, of course. I'm out of cleaner, Andy, so and wax. I need more. So anyways, Safe and Easy is got 3 ways of cleaning. They have a boat cleaner. Dude, I gotta tell you, if you use Safe and Easy carpet cleaner, their all-purpose cleaner, holy crap. If you have stains on your carpet, on your boat, or in your house from dogs or whatever, if you have a stain, I'm telling you, I sprayed this on the stain, and wow, it is amazing. Dude, I just take a cloth and it's gone. It's a great cleaner. The wax is quick. I can wipe down a boat really fast and move on. And if I have a huge scum line on my motor or my boat, I use the cleaner again and wipe it off. Comes right off, and then follow it up with the wax, and it's good. And thank you for that, Andy. So at Safe and Easy Boat Cleaner and Wax. And now another one, which is Bill Lewis. They've been a part with me for a little while now, and I've been very thankful. Whenever I need something from them, they've been able to get me the product that I need for the fishery that I'm fishing. I just asked the question, what is the best bait for that area? And I usually get it. But they have several lines of products. They have a new one out right now, and I don't know. It's like their MR6, but it's a deeper diver crank. I haven't been able to get any of those yet, but I haven't been able to fish water where I'll need one of those yet. But it's season starting, so I'm assuming Chuck and Wesley will probably be nice and grant me a couple after this video, I hope. Hint, hint. But their square bills are very impeccable. Of course, Rattle Trap is Rattle Trap, man. You guys, you gotta, you look at the baits at the Bill Lewis and their Rattle Trap designs. They're second to none. You think about it, you can get them in multiple sizes for one, and you get out there and you get them in multiple colors for one. You can use those baits in a lot of fisheries in the U.S., literally where there's grass, where there's rock, where fish are coming up to feed. You can the thing about there's a lot of lipless crankbaits out there, but the thing that's most notable about a rattle trap is this. It is probably the easiest thing to throw the slowest and still have a vibration. I've used other product lines, don't get me wrong, but other you have to work those baits. This bait, you can retrieve it literally slow, and it'll still wobble. It'll still vibrate. I guess if it still has action. I guess the best I can say it on their rattle traps. Yeah, it's a must-have. If you throw a lot of lipless baits, it's got to be a go. It's the chrome blue back, of course, and those. They've got to be a go in the boat. They have to be a go. You've got to have it where you're at, because you never know when that presentation will be the dominant presentation. And I think what they call a lipless crankbait anyways is like an idiot bait. I had a man tell me this one time, and he's right. He's right, because it's the only lure you can just throw out there and just reel it in, and you can work so many depth columns with it. You can work high in the depth, or shout deep if you wish, because it's all about how fast you retrieve the bait. Okay, where square bills and other crankbaits that dive, they'll dive to a point, and you got to reel them to that point for them to work properly and get into the strike zone that you need. Now, granted, it's designed for shallow water, less effort. Good baits. So like if you're working a lot of shallow grass and stuff, and you need to work baits through that stuff, it's key. It's key. You got to have it. You got to have it. So take a look at Bill Lewis product lines. They've got a lot of colors, and they've got new ones coming out right now, and it has to be in your inventory of arsenal. You're, if you don't, you're kind of just, I think you're nerfing yourself, I guess you could call it. You don't have it all. You got to have them. No matter what. If you have 2 of each in your, you'll know why, because there'll be that day that you wish you had it, because somebody was in the boat with you just smoking you with it, because I've seen it. I've done it to people. So other than that, so that's that for the product line. Of course, you guys know I am the owner of AccuCall, and I have products that are out there that are designed to absolutely take care of your catch, keep your catch absolutely organized. For the pro and the co-anglers that go out there, they're designed to eliminate clutter. So you have less profile you're carrying around on your backpack. You don't have so much clutter in your live well that you can't, that causes tangles, keeps fish to the surface. I mean, think about it for a second. If you want to tag a fish, and give it the least amount of pressure on itself so that it doesn't stress in your live well, potentially causing it to die, do damage to it in the live well. Because we have so many tournaments, guys, so many events. And these fish are caught probably in a tournament very easily. I mean, you guys all caught fish with holes in their mouth from poking it with a metal stringer back in the day. That means it's been caught before. And with the amount of boats and the amount of tournaments and the amount of circuits out there today, from the local club level to the biggest events, you have to understand, taking care of these fish is a must. And culling systems are everything. Okay, and then these elite tags. So a lot of people, you have to realize, when this tag was designed, it was designed to put the minimalist amount of clutter in your live well. Everyone has a float inside in here, as you can see, and I finally got the lanyards made for longevity. I used to have a flexible lanyard on there, a rubber one. That was the only one I could get at the time. Finally, I have these. Where you have a cull tag, which when you lock it in the fish's mouth, it actually leaves a gap. So it's not pinching or binding, and there is enough room where it's not touching the jaw of that fish, okay? So you're not putting unneeded pressure on these fish in the thing. It's a simple, you just kind of pinch it, let your thumb push it in, and it's a pull out. See, when there's a fish on it, of course, weight will help you open it easier, but having this system, which I have a couple, I have 2. There's people are trying to get back into the squeeze clips again. They never really were designed to be in the fish's mouth and lifting them out of the water. They were only designed to tag. It's a simple squeeze. They're not designed to open from the front, okay, because it takes rear pressure to push the the spring pin, or the what you call it, and then once it's in there, it locks. You can't open it from the front. But if you put it in properly in the side of the fish's mouth, my tags are designed to go on the side of the fish's mouth, so when you lip them, you can tag them with ease. Okay, and so saying that, the Elite tag, of course, is a locking tag. I mean, I have bass anglers that still use this, and crappie anglers. Works great. Bass anglers use this, and I heard they use these on crappie too. I never thought of it. So, to be honest with you. Also, they come with numbers now. And you can take these numbers, like this is my 7th tag. You take this thing, and you put the sticker on right here, and you roll it around, and it self-adheses to itself, simply. And they're done. Okay? And you don't have to, you have numbers now. So if you need numbers to remember what you have, and they have also colors, all color coordinated, number coordinated, which is designed to go to the weight recorder, for example, which you can just simply 1 white, 2 green, 3 orange, 4 yellow, 5 red, 6 blue, 7 black. You can tag the fish, and of course, as you guys may know, that the system lock in your live wells. Okay, so it's designed to put in your live well, and I have a demo set up where I can hang tags, but I'm working on another system that takes up a 1 inch by 1 inch spot, has a swing clip, and we can put a D-ring on it, which is what I'm using here, and then they hang, and then you can clip all your tag. Remember, least amount of footprint in your live well is better than having a big, sometimes a big bar. It's not as keen. But as you can see here, I'll move this out of the way. As you can see here, you could just simply dial in your numbers to the fish size that you may have in the boat, and when you change them out, you can simply roll that number in the system, as you can see, all the way down, and tag your fish. And then again, less profile in the live well, less things that you have to fight or deal with when you are out there on the water. And I think that's just crucial key. You need to, have that set up, where on this you have a board, and of course there is stickers in the box that go on the back, which adheres, so you don't have to drill a hole or screw them in or anything like that. So yeah, that's that system, of course. And then we have 2 types of scales. We have our original scale, which you can have the option to keep a mini grip on the fish. Simple scale, and simply clip it in the fish's mouth, and then you can use the holes to put a weigh hook in, and then you can weigh these fish. And also now we've come out with a new waterproof scale. Okay, this scale is designed for more, I guess you could say, more user-friendly market, which has a weigh hook. Again, you can put the it's designed to put the mini grip in, and it also comes for you big fish fishermen, a big fish grip. Now that's designed to lock in a big fish's mouth, comes with a strap. So it's going to come in 3 package sizes, of course, and out there on the water, and you can use it. And if you want to do weigh-ins on the water, it has a carabine setup, okay, and a T-handle. And this T-handle will allow you to do group weigh-ins on the water, for example. You can hold it steady because a vertical drop is what you need, okay? And then the weight of the fish, granted this is in the package, I don't have it in, but it has 4 weight functions on the product, which is kilograms, pounds, which is hundredths of a pound, and then you have pounds and ounces, which is pounds and ounces, and then it has just ounces. And it weighs up to 110 pounds. For you meat hunters, big ocean fish, bluefish, catfish guys, whatever, You need something that's beefy, strong, you can hold up. It's also mountable. Of course, that's mountable, and you can, you know, hang it, and then people can turn on a scale and put their weight on. And it comes with spare screws, as you can see right here, because you have to screw the battery door on to seal it so that water doesn't get in there. If you don't seal the door, of course, you're going to get water in there, and you don't want that. And then, of course, we have the mini grip for people to purchase to put on if they wish to use a balance beam or whatever. They can buy it and amend it and click, click, and then they can put it on a balance beam if they want. And other than that, I can't think of anything else. I'm really appreciative of what I have for 2022 as sponsors. People ask me what rods I use. If you probably open my lid, 90% of them are Gary Dobbins rods. Gary Dobbins makes a fishing rod. I don't know how to say it. Like golf clubs. The man, Gary, has taken the sport of fishing to a whole new level, and Dobbins rods I primarily use just about everything, and I'm thankful for them to be on their pro staff as well. Not as a true pro staff, but they do give me a discount on fishing rods, and if I was to buy them, that is one that I primarily call and order. I have others. I have one in tournaments. People have given me, of course, but you know, there's a lot of great rod manufacturers out there. I'm not taking anything away from anybody. The beautiful rod manufacturers out there. They do great job in their product. They take pride in it. But Dobbins Rods has the diversity and needs that I require for me as a person, and size. I mean, rod size is everything. But if I left it at that, I would say that'd be my rod of choice, and I continue buying them because I prefer them. And so other than that, I can't think of anything else. I'll do a boat setup video when I'm on Havasu in a week or so. I figure I'd get out on the water and I'll do a tour of my boat, and I'll post that up on my YouTube channel. And I appreciate you guys watching. I want to thank everybody again, which is Maruto Hooks, Bill Lewis Lures, Safe and Easy Boat Cleaner, Kickin' Bass, Bass Sense, and the other one doesn't sponsor me, but he's just a friend, and I don't mind giving him a plug. He's a good guy. And I have Dobbins Rods, of course, Frenzy Baits, their fishing stuff, terminal tackle. Let's see, did I forget somebody? Mud Puppy. Gotcha, Robin. Other than that, and AccuCall. Of course, AccuCall, call to win. Best bait on the market. Thank you guys. I mean, best tagging system on the market. I promise you, you will have zero issues with my product. And I appreciate you guys supporting me now and in the future. Thank you very much. I'm very blessed. And good luck out there in 2022. If you see me on the water, oh, I forgot about this. Don't forget about my all-in-one for your drop shot, bait and weight, and punch and rig frogs and stuff like that. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. So other than that, if you want something and you come up and say hi to me, I saw your video, I'll give you something. I promise. Thanks, guys, and take care.